The Palestinian issue is one of the most complex and persistent issues in regional and international conflicts. This issue has its roots in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, and has formed the basis of political, military, and social conflicts over decades. In this topic, we will address the various dimensions of the Palestinian issue, starting from its historical roots, all the way to its impact on the current reality. Historical roots. 1. The Ottoman era 1517–1917. During this period, Palestine was part of the Ottoman Empire. The region was under relatively stable Ottoman rule, with religious and ethnic diversity among the population, including Muslim Arabs, Christians, and Jews. 2. Balfour Declaration 1917. At the end of World War I, British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour issued a promise supporting the establishment of a national home for the Jews in Palestine. This promise angered the Palestinian Arab population, who felt that their rights and interests had been ignored. 3. British Mandate 1920–1948. After World War I, the League of Nations placed Palestine under the British Mandate. This period saw increased Jewish immigration to Palestine and growing tensions between Arabs and Jews, the Nakba and the founding of Israel. 1. The conflict and its developments. 1947–1948. In 1947, the United Nations approved a plan to divide Palestine into two states, Jewish and Arab, with Jerusalem placed under international administration. The Arab countries and Palestinians rejected the plan, and war broke out between Jews and Arabs. In 1948, David Ben-Gurion declared the establishment of the State of Israel, leading to the Nakba catastrophe and the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from their homes. 2. Palestinian refugees. The Nakba created a major humanitarian crisis, with many Palestinians becoming refugees in neighboring countries. The refugee issue was one of the most prominent aspects of the conflict, as Palestinians sought to return to their lands or obtain compensation. The Arab-Israeli conflict. 1. Major wars. The Arab countries, including Egypt, Jordan, and Syria, fought several wars against Israel, most notably the 1967 War, the Setback, and the 1973 War, the October War. These wars led to changes in the borders of the Palestinian territories and Israel's occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. 2. Peace agreements. In 1978, the Camp David Accords were signed between Egypt and Israel under American sponsorship, which led to Israel's withdrawal from Sinai. In 1993, the Oslo Accords were signed between the PLO and Israel, leading to the establishment of the Palestinian Authority and mutual recognition. The current situation. 1. Uprisings. Two Palestinian uprisings have erupted in recent years, the first in 1987, and the second in 2000. These uprisings were widespread protests against the Israeli occupation and the conditions of life in the occupied territories. 2. Negotiations and initiatives. Despite several negotiating rounds and international initiatives, including the Arab Peace Initiative and the Annapolis Conference, no lasting solution to the conflict has been reached. Disagreements continue over issues such as borders, Jerusalem, and settlements. 3. Internal division. The Palestinian arena suffers from a political division between the Fatah and Hamas movements, which complicates peace efforts and causes additional challenges in unifying the Palestinian position. Regional and international influences. 1. Impact on international relations. The Palestinian issue affects international politics and relations between countries. Major powers, such as the United States, Russia, and the European Union play a large role in negotiations and conflict resolutions. 2. Impact on regional security. The Palestinian-Israeli conflict has direct impacts on regional security, including the relationship between Arab countries and Israel, and other conflicts in the region such as the Syrian-Lebanese conflict. The Palestinian issue is more than just a regional conflict. It is a humanitarian and moral issue in which political, social and historical dimensions intersect. Despite many efforts to reach a permanent solution, the Palestinian issue remains complex and open to many challenges. A just and comprehensive solution requires the political will of all parties and the cooperation of the international community to achieve peace and stability in the region. Al-Aqsa Mosque is one of the holiest places in the Islamic world, and its historical and religious location makes it a major focus in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Al-Aqsa Mosque is located in the Old City of Jerusalem, and is considered an integral part of Islamic heritage and religious sanctities. 1. Islamic importance. Al-Aqsa Mosque is considered the first of the two Qiblas, and it was founded at the beginning of Islam. In the second year of the Hijrah, Muslims shifted their prayers from the Grand Mosque to Al-Aqsa Mosque, before later shifting to the Kaaba in Mecca. This transformation symbolizes the importance of Al-Aqsa Mosque in the history of Islam. 2. Construction and renovation. Al-Aqsa Mosque was built on the ruins of the Temple of Solomon, which dates back to ancient times. The mosque has been subjected to several restoration and renovation operations over the ages, including those carried out by the Umayyads, Abbasids, Fatimids, and Ottomans. The current architecture mostly dates back to the Umayyad period. 3. The Migration and Miraj. It is narrated that the Prophet Muhammad, may God bless him and grant him peace, was taken on captivity to Al-Aqsa Mosque from Mecca in the event of the night journey and Miraj. From there, the Prophet was taken to the highest heavens. This incident strengthens the status of Al-Aqsa Mosque as a holy place in Islam. The current situation. 1. Israeli occupation. Since the 1967 war, Israel has occupied East Jerusalem, including Al-Aqsa Mosque. This control raised many tensions between Palestinians and Israelis, and the city witnessed many conflicts over access rights and management of the site. 2. Attacks and threats. Over the years, Al-Aqsa Mosque has been subjected to several attacks and attempts at Judaization, including incidents of desecration and incursions by extremist Israeli groups. This arouses strong feelings among Muslims around the world and increases conflict tensions. 3. International efforts. There are international efforts to protect Al-Aqsa Mosque and ensure freedom of worship. International organizations, Arab and Islamic countries, are working to preserve the historical and religious status of the mosque and ensure that it is not harmed. Cultural and political dimensions. 1. The symbolism of the place. Al-Aqsa Mosque represents a strong symbolism not only for Muslims, but for all believers in peace and justice. It is a symbol of Palestinian resistance and identity and expresses the struggle for human rights and religious freedom. 2. Political conflict. Al-Aqsa Mosque is a central point in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, as the Palestinians consider any attack on the mosque to be an attack on their sanctities and rights. On the other hand, some Israeli groups seek to change the status quo on the Holy Mosque. Al-Aqsa Mosque is not just a religious site, but rather an embodiment of Islamic history, traditions and culture. In light of current regional tensions and conflicts, Al-Aqsa Mosque remains a symbol of unity and solidarity among Muslims around the world, and a witness to the ongoing struggle for rights and justice. Preserving and protecting the sanctity of Al-Aqsa Mosque requires continuous international efforts and a deep understanding of the sensitivity and reality of the issue. Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button to receive all new updates.